Hi guys, how's it going? Today is a bit of an anti-crisis review because look, I've got a pretty monochromatic vibe going on, with not a lot of bright colors. But hey, I did manage to find some cool sneakers that go great with my black and white denim and t-shirt combo. And here is my backpack and those black and white shades of course. In short, I'm all set. I put on some dark CC cream, but it's a bit too dark for me. It does protect my skin from the sun though, and I might have to see if the makeup artist will take it off, because compared to my neck, my face is visibly more tanned. To be honest, the salon is pretty interesting because I had a hard time getting in. I was told to definitely call because the makeup artist might not show up even though I was booked. There have been times when someone gets booked but they just don't show up and the owners have to find another salon to cover for them.
Sit for 5 minutes, okay? I'll be there quickly. I'm just finishing up with another client.
Yeah, okay. Brushes, is this Dior?
I've got all Dior stuff.
What are you talking about? It's crazy expensive.
What should I do about it? I mean, I work like that. Look, everything is Dior. White is just gorgeous, you know? Look here at the white.
And will you smear it on my hand?
Yeah, it's like frost. And this is Dolce & Gabbana.
What?
Dolce & Gabbana.
Well, let's try something.
I love Dior.
Well, these blue ones seem very beautiful to me, light blue.
I only work with Dior, that's it.
I get it. Well, you have all the colors.
Yeah, eyelashes are a must-have.
But what should I do about my eyelashes?
Get eyelash extensions.
But what if I don't have any?
You have to.
In advance, right?
If you want a beautiful effect. It's so beautiful.
If without extensions, it's not the same, right?
I'll show you now. With extensions, it's a completely different look. Fox eye stretching. It goes with it.
It's a cream, yeah? We have some kind of one.
This one's a special, protective, moisturizing kind. Do you have any foundation yet?
This is sunscreen.
But it has color, you see?
Doesn't suit us?
It doesn't suit the work.
Need to remove the cream, right?
You need a clean face for work.
What are you talking about? I know those who use Dior have prices that are usually 5K.
We work with this.
Is this Dior?
Yeah, that's the first and the main thing. That's the base tone. You can choose it later if you want.
Do you get the difference? No, but how can you tell?
Here, for example, I do it. See, it's not different.
Yeah, so the skin kind of blends in.
It's good to know what cosmetics are good for you. We just have a bit of a problem with Dior at the moment. You'll have to look for it.
I've got to find it, right? You tell me to use this, right?
Sure, it's your color. Just look at it. You can tell for yourself. It looks great.
Do you run any training classes?
We've got everything, but we can't do it yet. It's the summer season and there are just too many people around. We'll have to wait until winter.
What kind of classes exactly?
Everything. Wax, sugaring, we do it all. You know, you really don't need anything else. The base product already gives you such an amazing effect.
It hid the pimples and there are no wrinkles.
There is no difference from the neck, second-rate stuff.
And what if there's a tan effect?
And you use it too. And look, here, so that there is no difference. Always do it like this.
How?
Here, with a brush, we make a stretch. On the ear, right? So there is no real difference between the skin.
And by the way, I've noted that a lot of girls have different color ears.
And here is a stretch. You see?
Yeah. You can't tell the difference at all, as if without makeup.
Yeah, that's how it is.
We have to dry the foundation because it's oily.
Oily?
But what if my skin's so prone to that?
Immediately so pale, right? Smooth.
And if my skin's oily, would an oily foundation work for me?
There's face powder for that. Also Dior.
Powder.
We remove the matte.
For a long, long time.
We're going to get it done right now.
You say that without lashes it's not the same and now I'm a bit worried. Will it look good?
It might turn out great, but I can't promise it will be exactly what you want. I don't like to guarantee.
Generally, it's the best if I know what the event is before I come for eyelash extensions.
Yes, in advance.
I just heard that eyelash extensions are so old-fashioned.
Well, You can definitely see the effect in your photo. Or maybe they are disposable eyelashes. They are definitely not disposable. Not disposable? Well, the ones that the makeup artist glues on and the client goes home. Accordingly, the prices are different there. This is professional makeup. Expensive 5,000 just for the eyelashes. Just the eyelashes! We always do white here. And your eyes aren't so beautiful. But without eyelashes, it's not the same, right? I'll do it this way. But that's just for future reference, so you know. And here's another trick. See, this is how we do it. It's so cool. Mustache? Just like that. The outline. Shiny. White gloss, right? Then, with lipstick, it can be beautiful. Such a shine. This is also all Dior, right? Dior. Do we work with blue and brown? So we're just going to paint the whole thing blue. And we started doing it the way I did, with white, just like that corner. Ina, yeah, you should always do it white. Your eyes are beautiful. It will look great. I love that kind of color makeup. It's more interesting than the usual nude makeup. I love it. The color, right? The transition from white to blue is also just gorgeous. Let me show you a cool trick. White just flows into blue and then darker blue. Here, open it up and see how the blue to blue transition is so smooth. Yeah, like frost. You know, like the snow maiden or something. Does that fit me now for spring? Not New Year's or anything. On the contrary, it's summer now. Everyone does it. Those nude makeup looks are so old-fashioned, yeah? Tired of them? Colored, even red. Colored ones are beautiful now. And if there is a makeup lesson, how much will that cost? From 10K. This is a transition. The makeup will last a long while. We need it for the night out. That's a different story. Are we doing an arrow? We'll do everything now. And we make a brown arrow. Also Dior, right? All Dior. I've only been working with this one for many years. Now we make an arrow. See? How? The arrow is brown. Now look. Draw it clearly. For this, you should also have brushes like mine. See? Yeah. What a beautiful transition. And look at the length now. Are you satisfied with this length? It can be even longer so that it looks beautiful. It doesn't need to be too long either. There is a line. When it's short, it can't be seen. No, it's not short. Look. How do you determine where to draw? Not higher, not lower. Here. Along the eyebrow, sure. There is this area that really stands out. Here, it highlights the brown. We shade it like this. Yeah, it looks like our photo. No, it doesn't look like it, but it is. The same? We can only lift it up and make it even. How do you want to make it look beautiful? I don't know, with a professional's eye. I leave it like this. Beautiful? Like a house, yeah? We draw the roof of the house. This is the roof of the house, you said it right. This is how we do it now. How? Well done. Why? So that they are even and I can draw them well. And if I relax, everything will be correct and ask you, right? And what did you study, or did you just do it on your own? Of course I studied. Did you study at some school? Of course. There are certificates. The best school. Which is the best school? I studied there. I have certificates. You can look it up later. Gorgeous. Did you study there for a long time? Well, I was improving my qualifications, and you need to study a few days. How long did you study? A week for a promotion. Do you see? Now we do it like this with our finger. Very good. With white. Dior, right? Yeah. Here. You see? It looks pretty similar to our makeup in the end. It is. 1-to-1. Yeah, of course. The only thing missing is the eyelash effect. Because there are no eyelash extensions, it ruined everything, right? It didn't ruin it. I'll fix it now. How? Mascara. And if there are eyelashes, we always paint this part with mascara under the eyelashes. Not in the eye? No. Under it. With black, gray. What does it give us? This is the effect. Beautiful eyes. Expression, such expressive eyes. The emphasis is on the eyes. And an arrow, right? A small one, so that I can cross it out here, because we already have good arrows. Because it can turn out vulgar, right? Very. Does it suit me? Very good. I like it that way. The style suits you. Are you a cosmetologist too? Do you give injections? No, I don't. They're doing it upstairs. We have another salon. Snow White is better, right? It looks good in the evening. I like to use it for the evening makeup. Do you see how beautiful it is? Open your eyes. Right under the eye is okay, right? Yeah, we did it that way, like this. What do you think? How do I look? Very beautiful. And I didn't even expect that it would all work out so well, that the color scheme would suit you so well. It turned out perfect. These are your colors. And what is this? This is a contour. Already a contour. Are these thin cheeks, right? Yeah. Well, we don't need thin cheeks. And we do the stretching like this. Look, like this. A corner? Yeah. Beautiful. So tanned. Like this. I like to stretch it like this. Lips like that. Here's what you learned yourself. If you want to make a corner, like I said, look at it like this. See this line? And up there. And the chin. And what will it give us? It's to accentuate cheekbones. This is how you do it, you see? And it is immediately emphasized. But there is no need for it to be too much. Your face is beautiful, clean. No need. Lower the face. Oh, see how? What is there? It is changing, see? Oh, it is changing? Well, yeah. It's like the face has lost some weight, you know? It's kinda narrow, especially here, right? As if it is elongated. I see. Like, I lost 5 kilos from my face. It's not visible. I just don't get my lips injected. What's the problem? Go and inject. I don't want to. I would not inject. Beautiful lips. Why? And here is the natural contour. It's still native. Why spoil it? Pencil. Maybe we should sharpen it? No. Why? It's like it's been rubbed up against someone. I sharpened it recently. It's just a new pencil. Old. We do it that way, so it doesn't get sharp. Maybe we should sharpen it. It's calmer that way. I'll still remove the sharpness. With finger, right? To make it better, so that it doesn't make straight lines. Everyone is confused about this moment. The pencil breaks and leaves these little hooks. Hooks? Yeah. That's why I don't like doing like that. We do everything in advance to calm down. We don't do it like that. And the lip appeared, right? You see the brand. I'm going to show you how we work with them. We use disposable ones, you know? We don't use reusable ones. They're all disposable. But this color is so beautiful. I made the lips red here. It has so much volume. And it comes in a variety of colors. So beautiful generally. That's why I had to draw the outline, so I could go over it like this. With a toothpick, right? Yeah. Did you enlarge the lip? Sure. It's much more beautiful than ugly. Sometimes it can get pretty ugly, but then it's usually not too bad. Not too ugly. And now the eyebrows. Look. Huh? We always draw houses. We close all this stuff up like we're drawing eyelashes. Then we draw eyebrows like that. So, with the strokes, it's going to be a bit tricky. You'll need to practice for a long time. How do you understand? Where is it necessary? Well, we studied for this. And you will not figure it out without training, right? There are a lot of little things that need to be talked about and practiced. Just do it once and for all. If you did something wrong, blend it anyway. Your little flaws will be invisible. So, do you take a dark one or a light one then? I mix. See? It's even. We do it like this, you see? How did mine grow, right? We do a lot of feathering. Then you will need to come for a correction. Do you do it? Yeah. For makeup, you need to prepare the skin. You don't just come and sit down. Here you need to paint the eyebrows. Draw them beautifully. Then, another one go, right? I didn't extend the eyelashes, didn't pluck the eyebrows, and came to do makeup. And you want the effect. Not prepared. No. So, let's see. Head towards me like this. Open your eyes halfway, like this. Open them a little more. Open your eyes. Do try to keep things clean. Do wash your makeup brushes. We don't wash them. We throw them away. Brushes, of course, we throw them away. And what about the eyes brushes? We wash it. And the face brushes too? We work with our hands. We wash the brushes. After each client, of course, we have 2 clients a day, 2 brushes at once. I won't use this one now. I have a new one. And I send that one for treatment. And how do you treat it? We put it in a device that kills all bacteria. Then we wash it, rinse it off, and dry it. And does the one that kills bacteria heat up, like all the tools? A certain degree for brushes, so that all the bacteria definitely die. Good. How could it be any other way? It's skin, you know. And I generally prefer to use disposable ones. They just don't lay flat. I might use a brush, but the sponges are the main ones I use. You haven't worked with me? I don't use them. They don't lay down well. This takes a lot of foundation, but nothing goes on the face. And there are spots. That's why I prefer a brush. Only brushes work, because foundation goes on well with a brush. And when I arrived, it seemed to me that the brush was lying as if it were in foundation. No? Clean? Of course. Okay, we've been working for 18 years. Good. I haven't worked with anyone else today. Maybe it's just the leftover from yesterday? I didn't do makeup yesterday. I only used brushes for you, see? It's clean. Where is it clean? There, see? It's even halfway there. And here, there's only foundation. The one for the cheeks, right? Everything is clean. And here, if you add a little bit of the stand to the forehead, right, well done. See how you already learned? You always have to clean it like this, so that too much doesn't go on at once. It will ruin everything, right? Yeah, like that. This foundation also gives this good effect. Simply perfect. Look at me. Beauty. The final touches, right? Yeah. Perfect. Perfect. And like this. Why do we do this? To emphasize the cheekbone of yours, to know the line. Here it is. Some kind of special brush for tanning? You can use any. Which one is convenient for you? Still, the evening light eats up a makeup a bit, yeah? Not black, because that's the kind of light that's used in salons. But in a club, it reflects, for example. It emphasizes shine. It looks beautiful. Then you come home, treat your face. With what? Soap? Then with products. This is the one, what it's called? Dolce & Gabbana. You can also use regular cosmetics. That's just how we work. We need it. You don't look at the brand. You can use an expensive foundation, lipstick, but the eyeshadow has to be expensive. Expensive? Like yours, right? Can I take a look? Maybe I'll remember. Here it is. Ah, got it. And this? Dior. And this? It doesn't really matter. Look how beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Does it suit me? I mean, I feel like a different person, right? Turned out it's a universal thing that can be used on the face and cheeks, yeah? I always use it. When you study, you will understand these nuances, these tricks. There are many of them. Now look. Well, yeah, you can see that it's a real tan. Yeah, it seems to me from here. Just right, yeah? Look there now. I don't wanna. So many people there. That's it. Fix your hair. Don't touch anything. Avoid humidity to preserve the result. How long have you been doing makeup? There's even a first certificate there. Well, how many years? For sure 10 years. And you constantly practice. Don't have time to forget? Do you know why we keep training all the time? It's because things go out of style. Do you train every day? Every year? How do we go through training? Well, advanced training. Last year, brown colors were fashionable. This year, they're already bright. Well, it costs a lot, right? But the main thing is for the result to be great. To draw without a roller. That's practice. You need to work. So that it's just perfect. And now with a glance, everything is clear, right? Well, you've seen it. Look at your arrows. And these upper or lower ones? Upper ones. They are so even. Where? Which ones? Which houses? See? Perfect. Try it. You'll never do that. Only practice. See? Dior. Do I have to buy it? Yeah. And how did you buy these testers? Do they sell them or through connections? The girls worked. sold them through connections. I see, those are testers. It's the same. I just wonder if the Dolce & Gabbana one is cheaper. I'll show them and they'll see. They won't understand. So, what are these things? Is this Dior too? Dior. Cool. And here's some red lipstick of some kind you have. Man, that thing looks like it's been around for 10 years or more. No, I picked this up recently. The evening makeup costs 1,500. The price list is a bit outdated. Outdated? But that's okay. It's like the first time. And so, generally 2,000s. Alright, my sweet ones. I think I've found a spot where we can chat about this masterpiece without any noisy eyes around. I still haven't washed off my makeup because, Elena forgot about all the hygiene items. Such a genius. Alright, so guys, 2,000 rubles. We got 500 just thrown away from the heavens. Almost as if out of pity. To secure a customer, So I'd definitely come next time and we had a discount for the first time. Although the price tag said the opposite, with the wedding makeup costing 2,000 and the evening makeup costing 1,500, but she said that they were all, so we didn't have time to switch. So she basically wrote me off for 2,000. Let's just go over the points. I showed up while she was dealing with the client before me. Actually, another person showed up for the appointment and was still there when the lady said I'd have to wait my turn. Basically, 2 more people got in before me. It's all about getting as much business as possible because no one wants to miss out on the potential profits. That's why we see these kinds of results. Then, when I got to the office, it was empty. I had about a minute and a half to get the brush and video. The brush was definitely in the foundation. All the brushes were dirty. Later, when I brought it up, she said something like, "Oh, we're just cleaning, disinfecting, and drying with a special heat. There are different degrees of cleaning and all that stuff," which obviously doesn't sound very true. Let's just say that. Face, look at how much darker it is compared to the neck. Gosh, do people really walk around like that in the street? I mean, obviously, the tone is way darker than my neck, and we kinda smeared in, but it still didn't really help. I mean, everything's white here. Like, if we hadn't even smeared anything at all, it would have been even more of a difference. Eyes, yeah. If you check out our sample. Anyway, she totally loved the sample. I mean, at first, I was like, I want everything brown, and she's like, no, that's not in style anymore. I love the bright colors. So she started showing me all the different shades, and there were the testers. In my opinion, it might be a Dior thing. I guess someone finally got it right. So, the thing is, the tester isn't officially sold. I mean, not in this form at least. I have a hunch that it might have been obtained in some other way. She said the store was going out of business, so they were selling off their inventory and she picked up a new tester. It's not that the old ones weren't good. It's just the new ones were bought. Maybe the store was shutting down and someone from the staff got a few extras and wrote them off. Write your thoughts. How do you think those luxury cosmetic samples come in such good condition? There was Dolce & Gabbana. I think I saw a Sephora sticker on there and realized it was a Sephora palette, but at the same time, it's like officially Dolce & Gabbana, right? She really loved the makeup. I was showing it to her and she was like, let's get it. Of course, she started talking to me in a more casual way, but sometimes she would switch back to being more formal. It seems like she just forgot about it for a second and then remembered again. So down here on our sample, the corner definitely goes to the temple. See, we have a junky thing going on here. I mean, the descending line is just like that, and it turns into these sad little eyes, If we exaggerated it like that, then you see, if she had raised the corner higher, somehow it would have made the situation more cheerful. Know what I mean? So, at some point, she started doubting herself and was like, did you notice that? I think she wasn't really trying to make it perfect. She was just kinda checking if I'd noticed it or not. Like sad little eyes. She was asking me if I'd like it so she could see if I'd criticize it later. It wasn't so much about getting it perfect. It was more about making sure it was okay with me. She was like, it is okay? Did you notice? Let's move on. What else? The lips were also enlarged, like we love them on the sides. I mean, those parts were kind of lifted up, but that little hollow part was lifted even more for me, so they ended up looking like that. It definitely doesn't look super modern either. My whole face is so greasy. It's terrible. She used 3 layers of foundation, then some more foundation for correction, and then to finish it off with bronzer, like a makeup sculptor will darken my cheeks. She put another layer of foundation on first, and then dark powder on top of that. god, look at this mess. Everything's glittery, even though it looks like everything was just powdered at the beginning. But that's still wrong. So, talking about her going through advanced training every year, well, it's a bit of a stretch, you know? I mean, you get my drift. So, she thinks she's pretty great. In theory, we could say we've seen worse makeup, and here, well, my face just looks brighter. Yeah, but if you look closely, you can still see a lot of flaws in her makeup, starting with the dark complexion and that really strong shine. There's also that unblended cheek, totally stained, and it's all just a really thick layer of foundation. I don't know, maybe I should try washing it off just for fun? Well, I don't have anything to wipe it with. Hey guys, check this out! I found a wet nap. Just for fun. Let's do this to see how many layers of cake we have. That finger-pointing thing is a nightmare though. It's so wrong. And she didn't even wash her hands before I got there. And then someone got paid off at the register and she came to me with those fingers. She touched my eyes with her fingers. Of course it shouldn't have been like that. The tip of my nose has a white highlight. As a highlighter, those are the white lines. This little napkin wasn't enough to wipe my eyes clean. Wow, that's so pretty. I feel like I'm 10 years younger right now. So guys, let's draw some conclusions from what I liked. The makeup artist went all out to show off his skills, let's just say it, and she really complimented my looks in every way possible. Man, I have such a great skin, those eyes are just beautiful, so the makeup looks perfect, everything matches perfectly, it all goes together. Well, it's not just because of her skill, but because I'm just a natural beauty, everything just looks great on me. And if I did start to question it, it was like I was questioning my own self-image, but overall, it's a move that usually pays off. A typical salon, you know, where they don't want to lose any money, so they just go with the flow and have the makeup artist do everything. So maybe there was someone before me who could at deep bikini sugaring, and then it was my turn. They did my makeup and used the same fingers to put some highlighter in the corner of my eyes. One of the facts is that it seems like the master at least has a basic education. At least she understood that the dark one was here, the light one was here. That's not always the case in all salons in Moscow. A lot of places are doing the opposite. So what do you think about makeup? Would you pay 2K for it? Alright guys, I want to hear what you think in the comments. Thanks a lot to everyone who gave me a thumbs up, that's really appreciated. Hugs and kisses, bye!